Hello, and welcome to Module 1.1 of our Canvas course, Power Up with Pear Deck. In this first module, we're taking a quick look at what Pear Deck is and why it's such a powerful tool for creating interactive student-centered lessons. We'll also look at how to set up your premium account here in Birdville ISD and how to add the Power Up extension to ensure that your videos and GIFs work seamlessly throughout your presentations. So what is Pear Deck? Pear Deck is an interactive presentation tool that can transform traditional lessons into engaging student-centered experiences. It allows teachers to embed formative assessments directly into their slides, enabling real-time interaction and feedback. With Pear Deck, students can respond to questions through text, drawings, multiple choice selections, and more, whether that be in a live session with the whole class or a small group, or asynchronously at their own pace. By integrating seamlessly with Google Slides, Pear Deck enhances classroom discussions, checks for understanding, and promotes active learning. We consider Pear Deck to be a really great formative assessment tool because it allows teachers to gather real-time insights into student understanding through these interactive slides. Here's some ways that Pear Deck supports formative assessment. One is that you get immediate feedback and engagement. Every student is able to respond to all the different question types, allowing them to have think time and to respond independently before sharing with the class. This also allows the teacher to check for understanding throughout the lesson. It also ensures that no student is left out of engaging in the lesson, and we're not just hearing from that one kid that always has their hand up. Through the teacher dashboard, teachers are able to live monitor their students in real time and all the responses that they submit, helping you to identify misconceptions and adjust instruction on the spot. With Pear Deck, you can even insert new questions and ideas right in the middle of the lesson. So if we see that we need to do some reteach or add in extra opportunities for assessment and practice, even after they've started, you're able to do that. Pear Deck also has some student reflection and self-assessment tools that we'll learn about later in the course, such as the Reflect and Review feature that allows students to go back and look at their responses, see any feedback, and track their own learning. Pear Deck also has flexible pacing, so teachers can switch between leading the class teacher-paced and going into student-paced modes, making it easy to adapt the lessons and go back and forth between the lesson based on student needs. And then, of course, it helps with formative assessment because we can collect data. All the responses can be exported to a spreadsheet. Again, we'll learn about this later in the course. And teachers can analyze trends, identify struggling students, and plan those targeted interventions. So the first thing let's look at is how to actually set up your Pear Deck account. The first thing you'll do is start with peardeck.com. Once you get to peardeck.com, you should see a sign up and a log in up here in the top corner. Once you click on that, you'll have the drop down where you'll select Pear Deck. Then you'll want to choose the type of account you want to log in with. We are already rostered, so we're going to want to log in with Google. So go ahead and choose the login with Google and use your BISD email address. This will ensure that you get access to the premium account and you don't set up a free account under a personal email. Next, you'll be asked to grant Pear Deck access to your Google Drive. And then you'll have a few questions to answer to set up your account. You will want to give it access to Google Drive because that's how it saves your lessons and allows you to attach things to Google Slides. Some of the questions you'll be asked to answer are to select your role. If you do select student, then it's going to be redirected to joining a lesson at joinpd.com rather than creating your account. You'll want to click Allow to connect Pear Deck to your Google Drive and grant the necessary permissions. For more information on why Pear Deck asks for these permissions, there is an article in the slides that you can read that will give you more information, but we assure you it is safe and we do trust Pear Deck, so we would go ahead and say allow. If you don't allow, Pear Deck is not going to work properly. The final step in setting up your account is to enter your zip code for your school and your school name. If whenever you go to type in the zip code, if your school doesn't populate, please type your full school name in. And then once you've got that, we're going to click Get Started with Premium. Once you create the account, you can always go back home to your personal Pear Deck home at peardeck.com. All your files are automatically saved in Google Drive, but you can view and present files from peardeck.com, open previous sessions. You can also find student responses there, view your account information, and adjust your Pear Deck settings all from the Pear Deck home. And then finally, for Module 1.1, we're going to go add the Pear Deck extension. The reason we want to add this is because anytime you're building animations in Google Slides, placing a GIF, or using the Google menu to insert a video, they come in static, meaning they don't move. If you want your videos and everything to work seamlessly, you will want to install the Power Up extension. So the easiest way we know to get there is you can simply Google the Pear Deck Power Up extension and add it to Chrome. You can also go to the slides or the information below in this course and click on the links that we have, the shortcuts, so that you can add it. All you'll do is click Add that extension and you should be good to go. So this is the end of Module 1.1. Please reach out if you have any questions, but all of these learning materials should be listed on the Canvas course for you to follow these simple steps to set up your account and add the Power Up extension.